gets you windy.
All right, so here's the camera that I used. It's by Nautica, I think it is. It's a no-name off Amazon. It was 20, 30 bucks. It wasn't a big deal. So this is everything that it came with. Came with the wiring harness there to plug into the back of your AV unit, and then that's for your reverse. Here we go, right here. And here's the actual camera. Pretty nice unit. I always recommend testing it first before actually drilling a hole in your vehicle and installing it and whatnot, because last thing you want to do is get it all installed and find out your camera's broken. So just make sure it works and then go ahead and continue on with the install. All right, so when trying to find your reverse light to activate your rear view camera, you can probably do a quick Google search online, but if not, just pull out your rear tail light. Okay, every car is going to be different, but then find where your actual reverse light bulb is, and then look at the wire colors. So we got black, and then we got black with a pink stripe. Black, 9 times out of 10, is typically ground, as you can kind of confirm with all these other lights. In this case, it's black with a pink stripe. That's going to be your positive plus 12 volt that shows positive 12 when you put it in reverse. So that's what you want to connect your rear view camera to. And as always, double check it with a multimeter just to be safe. So go ahead and connect up your multimeter to ground and put the red on this black and pink wire here, and put it in reverse and make sure that you get plus 12 volts when you do that. All right, so looking at the back of the car and the camera that I got, I'm gonna mount it right up in there. So we got the license plate lights, and there's a perfect spot here. Let me go ahead and open up so you can see it better. All right, so the other side, this is what it looks like, comes right about here. And as you can see, there's a piece of sheet metal, so I might just have to drill it through or whatnot. Not a big deal. Just want to make sure that there's enough space to get the bolt on. So yeah, I think the biggest thing is just making sure there's enough space for the bolt to actually come through, and then be able to get the nut on the back, you know, in a feasible way without, you know, pulling out too much hair. So now that I see that I can actually drill through and I'm not going to actually hit anything, I know that I'm going to have space. So now we can go ahead and get on with the install here. All right, so what I decided to do, I'm going to drill a hole right here in the center. All right, so there's the camera mounted right between the license plate lights. There you go. And something else to think about, I know it's be overlooked sometimes, is you want to make sure, especially if you're using high power LEDs like I am for my license plate lights, you don't want to mount it too far back, because what's going to happen is if you're trying to use your reverse camera at night, that LED is going to wash out the lens. So you want to make sure that the camera is on the other side of that cutoff there, so that way it's not going to be blinded by these bright LED lights. That's why I mounted it a little further up instead of going all the way back or in the middle. So I think it turned out pretty good. It's still protected underneath the ledge there, as you can see. So not going to get it too wet from rain or anything like that. So I think it turned out pretty good. Just need to wire up all this, call it a day. All right, so I got the camera mounted. I got all the wiring. So I just put it through, harness up there through the trunk, and then just routed it through the factory location there. As you can see, it's just coming out the other end, ready to be ran to the front. All right, so I got the voltmeter connected here, and I got access to the harness. That harness right there goes to the rear tail lights. And as discussed earlier, the black wire with the pink stripe is positive. I got the alligator clip connected to that. And then the black wire, which you can't really see very well, it's on the other side of that brown wire, is the negative. So car's off, everything's off. Right now we got 0 volts, as it should be. So what I'm gonna do, right now the car is currently in reverse. So if I put the key in and turn the ignition on, the reverse lights should already be on, and that should show voltage. There we go. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it on, but I'm gonna take it out of reverse. So let me take it out of reverse here. So the light should be off, and I should have 0 voltage again. Boom. Perfect. That just verifies that I do in fact have the reverse trigger wire there. All right, so as far as running the cable for the rear view camera, I just ran it through the trunk, through the paneling, down my existing stereo wires there, coming through here, popped this off, popped that off, came through here, popped that off, lowered this, ran behind the glove box, and then to the deck. And simply just plug in the output for the rear view camera on your head unit, and it's simple as that. Good to go. All right, so let's give it a try. Reverse. There it is. Boom. Out of reverse. Right, let's try it again. Boom. Rear view camera. Yay, it works. All right. Let's see if I don't hit anything now. All right, guys, well, there you have it. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on those notifications. Let's get loud.